Right. So SaaS Labs is a SaaS company, obviously, because the name is SaaS Labs. It's a software as a service company where we serve products to US-based markets, Europe-based markets. It's a cloud phone system that we have built called JustCall. We have been in business for last 5 years. So yeah, so that's the company. It was founded in 2016 by Mr. Gaurav Sharma, and I am kind of handling engineering for them. Right. So one of the things that we had to go for a vulnerability assessment and penetration test, that is VAPT, we had to go for that because we were following a lot of compliances. Right. So VAPT was a prerequisite to achieve those compliances. So one of those compliances were SOC 2, ISO 27001. So almost all these compliances require you to have a security and a VAPT audit done from a third-party vendor. So, we had options for going again in the markets where we serve customers, but we specifically wanted to work with companies who are based out of India or who are working in Indian subcontinent, so that we can easily communicate with them. We can reflect back at their findings. So that's the reason we were looking for certain companies, and we found you guys over the internet. It was really beneficial because this was not only critical, it was our first third-party assessment altogether, right? So we went in for a third-party security audit for the first time. We do had an internal security team, but obviously they were not that capable of finding some of the things that Kratikal found for us as vulnerabilities. So the first test report was not only shocking, but also kind of an eye-opener for us that there is a lot of things that we need to do in order to plug some security gaps. I think we found a lot of things which otherwise would have been left, and that made us a lot vulnerable than before. So yeah, so I think the first report was really helpful for us. I think this is one thing that I really like about you guys is that whenever we had any question, in fact I still remember that one of your team members created a Telegram group for us where we could go ahead and paste our questions and even get answers for that in return, which really helped our engineers communicate with your security folks directly. So that is one thing I really liked, because that helped us understood like why this is a vulnerability, because it's a very important question. Sometimes you are given a vulnerability but you don't understand the impact of it. The recommendations that we got from you were easy to implement as well. So I think that is one big thing where I vouch for you guys, where I think Kratikal team made it really simple for us to have a back and forth communication about that vulnerabilities which you guys found. I think it helped a lot because that not only made our product stable, not only made our product less vulnerable. In fact, we were able to plug. I think I want to say that we, after getting that VAPT test done for our web platform, that is for platform that is used by majority of our customers, we even went for the mobile app testing. So we got to know that there are a lot of things that we need to do on that front as well, on our iOS and Android apps that we were serving to our customers. So overall, I think our product became less vulnerable. That is one. Second, having a VAPT report also helps you close customers in future, like future prospects. When they ask whether you have a third-party audit or not, it's good to have a certificate of completion from a third-party vendor like you guys, because that's where it generates a sense of authenticity about our company, and it also generates a sense of trust for the customers who are joining us. And third, I think this was the second impact, like we were able to close more deals. First was obviously it made our product less vulnerable. And the third, I think the impact was that SaaS Labs has now reached a stage where it is easier to get compliances, right? Or get certifications like SOC 2 and ISO. Because that was the first motive we went out with. Obviously, the other 2 points came in as an added benefit. That's how I had seen a sample report before joining or before going ahead with you guys. So report was exactly on the same lines. Uh, I love the fact that every vulnerability was also linked with some standard clauses, because I had an interest in this subject already. So every vulnerability was kind of linked back to that, uh, which is very good. If in case you are solving something, you should know why you are doing that, right? So every vulnerability had certain evidences also shown, right? In fact, Kratikal team also helped us gather more evidences of the same when we asked for it. But the overall evidences that were shown in the reports of the vulnerabilities helped us triangulate the exact problem, exact vulnerability, and fix it as well. If I'm recommending a company like Kratikal to anyone, I would rather say start early. Don't wait for the day when someone or some of your customers asks for a third-party vendor report, because VAPT as a process does take time. Only Kratikal will act as a guidance, will help you, find those vulnerabilities, get evidences from Kratikal team. But in the end, it's your task to plug them and make sure that your product is safe. So start early. I mean, don't wait for a day when a prospect arrives and tells you that I need a third-party vendor report of your security or your privacy efforts.